Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Transformational Leadership Godwin Academy's certification program online. And I'm super excited to be here with all of you. And I'm super excited that every time we have an online class, there are people who are new and who want to learn and go to the next rung of the ladder. Because education is a continuous process, we keep on bringing good volunteers for you, good special guests for you, so that you can sharpen your saw. So, in this regard, today we have Dr. Kiran Kumar Katta ji from USA. He's an educationist. He's a very powerful mathematician, teacher, and he has 2 decades of experience being in the educational industry, and he is an entrepreneur and academician as well. So he has been teaching people in the US. So today he is our special guest to invocate this program for 10 days, which is a 10 hours Godwin online certification program. So over to him to welcome you all and give us 2 cents for the class. Over to you, sir.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Looks like not everybody is on a high level of energy. I said good afternoon, everybody.
It's a good evening here.
It's a good evening here. It is 5 o'clock.
So
Yeah.
we usually say until according to the military timings, we say until 6 o'clock, which is still a good afternoon.
Oh, lovely.
6, we say good evening.
Okay.
So still we have a daylight time. We still say it's a good afternoon. So that is how it goes in America.
It's a learning, sir.
Well,
Okay. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So how are you guys doing today?
We are doing fantastic. All of the mics are, on mute. You can unmute yourself and say, how are you feeling today? Because it's all about energy, frequency, and vibration. The more you participate, the more better you become. If you ask me whether it is about winning or whether it is about participating, it is more of participating. When we participate, we become better. Over to you, sir.
So, well, thank you so much, Dr. Vijaya, for words. Like Dr. Vijaya said, she has introduced me. I'm Dr. Kiran Katta. I'm educational leader, and I started actually my career as a physicist. I used to teach physics back in India, and we about 16 years ago, I came to US, started as a physics, instructor, moved as an administrator. Now I'm an instructional leader. I coach a lot of school districts where I coach teachers and principals and assistant principals to be a better instructors. So I'm so happy. I'm so glad that I have this opportunity to talk to young people like you. I'm so blessed that, today is the first day and I've been called as a chief guest for this program. And I hope you learn something and take away some good things from this session. So I want to ask you one question, because this program is all about a leadership program. Can somebody define what is leadership? I am expecting some answers from young people, who wants to be leaders, future leaders of the country. I'm expecting some answers, good answers. What is leadership? Define me. What is a leader? Please help yourself to unmute you and let me know. I'm expecting any. One thing I want to tell you this: in leadership, it is not math. It is not a science. So leadership, there's nothing wrong answer. There's no right answer, no wrong. Everything is a good answer. So I don't want you to hesitate. I don't want you to get embarrassed yourself. I want you to come up with something, what you know about leadership. I know the prefix leader. I know you about something about the leader, but I want you to talk about what is leadership. Guys, come on. I know you're.
Can I go?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yes, Anita, go ahead. Good
Good
evening.
evening, sir.
Hi.
According to me, leadership is about strength. The strength. I mean, how you navigate through dealing with people without like putting down the people with making the people around you being powerful and you being powerful and move on.
Excellent, Anita. Because the key word is making other people powerful.
Yeah.
That's the key word. That's a key word. Leadership is all about empowering other people. Empowering. You know, when I went to America, I still remember when I took as a first job as education leader, people used to call me boss man. That is something like, they called me as a boss man because I was in charge to evaluate their job duties, how they perform in the classrooms, and I was in charge whether they would be hired for the next school year or not. So they used to call me boss man, but I hate that word, even though that's something they use it most of the time and they take it for granted. A leader in today's 21st century, a leader should never be a boss, and never is a no situation. If you're a boss, you're talking about autocratic leadership. You're talking about a dictator leadership. In today's world, we are talking about the only way to succeed in any organization, whether you take Satya Nadella or Sundar Pichai, okay? Many of our Indians are becoming leaders because we are practicing democratic leadership. We are doing a collaborative leadership. We are using the style of distributed leadership. We are using transformational leadership. Mahatma Gandhi was a transformational leader. He was not a dictator. He was an autocratic leader. Hitler was an autocratic leader. He was a dictator. He used to make decisions on his own. That leadership does not work in today's generation. If you want to be a leader, one thing you got to learn is collaboratively making decision is the key principle in leadership. If you are a CEO of any organization, you should be communicating with the people. Communication is the key. Unfortunately, in Indian educational system, what I've seen, I taught many years in India as well, we are not developing those communication skills in our young generation. I taught many people who went to IITs, who went to IIMs, but unfortunately, when they came to America, they could not able to write an email to the manager. They're extremely good on the technical side, but extremely poor on the communication side. So this is something you got to focus. If you want to become a leader, you need to know how to communicate with the people. You cannot be introvert and expect to become a leader. Back in the days, leadership role was given based on your experience. Leadership role, mark my words, leadership back in the days, leadership role was given based on experience. You were a teacher, taught for 20 years, automatically you were promoted to the headmaster or headmistress or principal position, even though you're not a leader. You cannot lead the organization. But today, leadership is not about the experience. Leadership is not about the title. Leadership is about the responsibility you have towards your people who work for you. So make sure, if you want to become a great leader, and if you want to pursue your career in a leadership, start developing reading and writing skills.
Absolutely.
We always focus on one thing: math, science, STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics. That's what we focus on. Hey, we got to make sure that our child gets admission into the IIT. We got to make sure that our child gets admission into the medicine. That is the only thing we focus. But we are giving a cheap labor to the corporate world. That's what we're doing actually. We are not producing leaders. We are not producing leaders. So, but if you have good communication skills, you can be a leader provided you already have excellent technical background, and provided you have some good communication skills, definitely you can grow as a leader.
Absolutely, sir. I always say, leaders, a leader is a person who does not, who's not somebody who creates followers. He's a person who will create more leaders. So that's what you're exactly, saying. And I'm so powerfully impressed with what we are discussing now.
So true, so true. That's right. So now I read one book by John Maxwell. Maxwell defined leadership. Leadership is all about influencing people. You know that your life, when I ask you, why did you become teacher? You say, Dr. Vijaya used to be my teacher back in the days. She impressed me so much. I was so fascinated about her teaching styles. She influenced me to become a teacher. That's the leadership I'm talking about. Leadership is not about leading 1,000 people. If you can influence even one person, that's called as leadership. That's called as leadership. Leadership is all about influence. John Maxwell he defined so well that leadership is all about influencing people, whether you can influence them positively or you can influence them negatively. You know how the world is changing dramatically these days. There are negative influence as well. Social media is influencing, it has a bad influence on the children. So Mark Zuckerberg, who is the CEO of the Facebook, is a leader too, but what kind of influence does he have on young children? You can take it positively, you can take it negatively. So how you take it is all important. So influencing people is important. So leadership is about leading people. You're a leader, you're not a boss. Now, I want to talk about two more things before I come. Now, the most important characteristics in the leadership, for successful leadership, is equity, diversity, and inclusivity. I want you to remember these three words. If you want to become a successful leader, you got to practice equity, diversity, and inclusivity. Now let's talk about equity. People say, Mr. Katta, you got to treat us equally. When I go to some classrooms, when I evaluate teachers, or when I was teaching back in the days, my students used to tell me, Mr. Katta, you got to treat us equally. Now, in today's world, equality has no place in leadership. Equity, EQUITY, equity is the word. The powerful word is equity. Now, what is equity? And what is equality? Now, let's say I said, I'm going to give you a pair of glasses. A pair of glasses. I bought 30 pair of glasses. Okay. Now, I need a pair of glasses to be successful reader. If I want to be successful, I cannot see without my glasses. So this is my accommodations. Now, if you give the same glasses, who does not need it, maybe Dr. Vijaya, why does she need these glasses for? So you got to make sure you got to understand the child's needs, your organizational needs. Your needs are different from my needs. Now, as a leader, you got to understand your employees or your students or your teachers or your co-workers' needs and fulfill those needs according to those. That's called the equity. Giving everybody the same incentive is called as equality. But giving a different type of incentives based on their needs is equity. Somebody who is 4 feet has to be placed in front of the classroom, because if you put 4 feet boy all the way back of the classroom, he cannot see the board. You got to make equitable decisions. That is called as leadership. You are powerful in the classroom. You are powerful in your organization. You got to make a decision based on their needs, but not your needs. That is called as equity. So forget about the equality. Equality is an old-fashioned word. Equity is the new trending word. Let's talk about the other word, diversity. Make sure in your organization you have a diverse culture set up in that environment. You create. Culture is the key. Culture is the life of any organization. You create a positive culture. Don't create a negative culture. Create a positive culture. How do you create a positive culture? I work in an environment where blacks, whites, browns, everybody work in an environment. That's called a diversified environment. There are Chinese people out there, Indians are there, Europeans are there, Middle East people are there. Everybody, we work in an environment where it's a diversified environment. Now, when you talk about the Indian environment, if you are mean-minded and you have a nepotism, you want to bring your own people, you want to bring your own cash, these kind of stuff brings your organization down. Think outside the box. Grow. Have a positive mindset. Spread your wings. Diversified environment is the key for your organization. And inclusivity. Make sure everybody is included. You might be seeing so much negative social media, some talks, some speeches, release speeches, or organizational speeches, which has a bad intent. You got to make sure that you do not bring that kind of stuff into your organization. Inclusivity, you include everybody else. Talent is the key. You upbring the people. That is your sole responsibility. As a leader, your responsibility is to upbring everybody in the organization. That is your responsibility. Now, when I first went to a school to evaluate the leadership in that school, to make sure that everybody is doing the job, my job was to see how the culture, first thing to evaluate the culture of the school. So that's the first step of my evaluation. I had to write a report. And I saw a janitor. The principal was not there. He was out at the campus. And this has happened about 6-7 years ago, okay? So this janitor, I hope you understand the janitor, right? A custodian, who is that, who cleans the hallways, a custodian janitor. So this guy wants to take a trash can and put it somewhere else. But he was calling the principal and asking, Mr. Ball, I see this trash can. Where do you want me to put this trash can? That's the first sign of negative school culture. You did not empower your janitor to make some good decisions. That's the first sign I saw. That leadership is autocratic leadership. The principal was making decisions in that school. Janitor was asking to put a trash can to where to put. Come on, guys. You are the head custodian. You need to know where to put the trash can. And then somebody passed the message that Mr. Katta, Kiran Katta, came to the building to inspect the building. Then the principal came running. And then, oh, Mr. Katta, I'm so sorry. I just stepped outside to grab my breakfast. That's fine. I said, that's fine. And the second thing was, I wanted to do his professional development, evaluate how he does a professional development presentation. Now, for that, he has to set up a projector and Wi-Fi and everything in the media room so that he can do some presentations to me. That job is a media specialist, somebody technical guy, a technology guy, he has to do that. This guy was running around to grab the projector. So basically, this guy was the one doing everything. Janitor job, technical job, teaching job. So I said, okay, why? Well, Mr. Ball, for God forbid, if you lose your job today, or you have to leave this position, just imagine what's going to happen to this school. This school is running just because of your autocratic decisions. Now, if you take leave, 2 days leave, this whole school will be shut down. You did not empower. After 5 years of your principalship in the school, you did not empower the school at all. Still, your staff is depending on you even for a trash can. As the leader, you have failed. You did not empower your staff. Oh, so when I said, if you're not there in the school, for a couple of days, the school will shut down. He felt proud of himself, but that is not a proud movement at all. If you do not empower your staff to do what to do, then you have failed in your leadership. So make sure, that ego thing, leave your ego, that I'm a leader, I'm the boss. If you don't empower your staff, you are a failed leader. You do not have the right to call yourself as a leader. A leader empowers people. If you have failed to empower, then you're failed. So guys, equity, diversity, positivity, and make sure you follow these key practices. I can talk on and on, days and days, but leadership is a big concept, okay? So I will come more often, but I want to appreciate Dr. Vijaya for giving me this opportunity, okay? Always remember, leadership is all about empowering people, influencing people, leading people.
Exactly.
So much,
Delegation
guys.
is the key. Delegation is the key, and we have to do it. Leadership is a ship that we should not allow to sink. It's entrepreneurship. So thank you very much, Dr. Katta. Actually, they call through the second name in US. We are so used to calling people by first name, right? Kiranji. I call him Kiranji. So there it is taken very offensive if you call somebody by their first name. So they usually address them with Mr. or
Call
Mrs.
as last name. They go with last name.
Anyways, it's all cultural differences. What I say is integrity.
No,
is
I'm still Indian. I'm still Indian. Even after 20 years, you call me Kiran. I will be so happy because I almost got my first name because people call me all the time with my last name. Thank you for reminding my first name, Dr. Vijaya.
Thank you, Kiranji. We love you. Thank you for this.
Thank you so much.
Genuine sharing with us, because all these people who are here are tomorrow's leaders. One thing I love is that they all are in the path of continuous improvement. They get signed up for new courses. They want to, improve their life skills. They want to improve their personality. They want to improve their communication. That's the amazing thing one can do for oneself. That is elevating oneself from good to great. So thanks for, felicitating us today. We are going to be together till next Monday, and I'm so glad that it all started with you. In spite of your busy schedule, you have given us a good content, a good, this one. I'll share the recording with you, sir.
Thanks.
I'll share the
Thank you.
recording
Thank you
with you. And thanks for coming. God bless you. So let us all wish
Thank
him.
you,
He
guys.
has to meet the commissioner at 6 o'clock. He said, Vijaya, I will come. I will do the, felicitation for you, all invocation for you, and then I'll leave for the work. So thank you, sir. Thank you very much. We adore you. God bless you. I dedicate my high-fi statement to you. Sorry, please forgive me. I love you. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Have a good program. I want you to learn something. I want to hear some great things from you guys. Dr. Vijay will be, obviously updating me what you're going to learn. So learn something. Let us know if I can help you in any way. I'm always there for you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. God bless you.
Bye.
Bye. So all of you, how did you feel? The invocation, the start. We spoke about leadership. Leadership is so important. Delegation is so important. Integrity is so important. So you all are leaders of tomorrow. You guys are going to do something phenomenal. I am very, sure about it. We have 5 minutes and we will again rejoin. Tomorrow is a holiday. Tomorrow we don't have class, and Sunday we have class at same 5 o'clock. So I have 3 things that you have to share with me on Sunday. That is your name, what do you do, and 3 happy moments in your life. What makes you happy? Because I believe the whole thing about life is being happy. If you're happy, that means, okay, you're living a fulfilled life. Being with you all makes me happy. Taking classes makes me happy. Transformation makes me happy. When people come and say, Vijaya, because of you, I didn't give up. I did this. I feel very happy. So empowering people makes me happy. So I want to know what makes you people happy. That is one thing. And the second thing, what I want you to do is, each of you have to share a story. Like any story, it can be. Sir was talking about how the principal did not, he failed to delegate things to people, and then his school was so dependent on him. So entrepreneurship is always about creating more leaders. It's not about creating followers at all. So I want you to come up with a story based on anything. It could be integrity, hard work, leadership, anything, any story, anything which makes you good. So you will be introducing yourself. You will tell me what are the 3 happy moments in your life, and you will be sharing a story. So this is your work, because this is a transformational leadership program. It is an interactive class. It's a 2-way participation. It is just not that Vijaya will be speaking. Vijaya will expect all of you to become powerful by the end of 10 days. And also I want each of you to let me know who all are going to come in person and collect your certificates on July 15th. And what should be the name in your certificate, because usually we go as per the application. So you have to let me know if your certificate name is different. You have to communicate to us at the earliest. So we start on Sunday 5 o'clock. Okay. And then you know what is that you have to do. Okay. Any doubts on that? Anybody has any doubt? No? No. Okay. So you can prepare your story. You can prepare what it is. The next 20 minutes, I'm going to take a class on leadership only. We will complete this chapter called leadership. I'm going to share a book, Will, Women Impact with Love and Leadership. That is my first book, which I wrote in 2016. It's an Amazon bestseller, and it has already sold 1 million copies. 1 million is how much? 10 lakhs.
10 lakh, 10 lakh.
10 lakhs or 1 lakh?
10 lakh, 10 lakh.
10 lakh?
10 lakh. Yes, yes.
10 lakhs. It's for the last 7 years, it is sold 10 lakhs. Most of it has been sold in Malaysia and Asian countries. I'm so glad. So this is the book we will be fundraising on July 15th. So I'll be taking leadership. What I will do in WhatsApp, I will give the soft copy of the book. So in that, you can take up the chapter called leadership. So what you have to do is, you have to tell me one favorite quote of yours. Any quote. It can be any quote. See, I love the quote, when God is with us, who can be against us? So that is my favorite quote. Like that, any quote or proverb which is very powerful, failure is the stepping stone for success. Anything, it can be anything out of the blue. You're going to tell your name and tell which is that one quote you love and which is your favorite food, because food is important, isn't it? So you all are going to tell me which is your favorite food, which is your favorite quote, and what is your name. Chapter number 5, it is become a sincere and dynamic leader. Leadership is not about creating more followers, it's all about creating more leaders. So I love this book because I wrote it with so much of love. It's all about planning, it's all about setting an example. It's a shared leadership, and a leader is always a counselor. And let us represent the group. Leadership is also about learning and development. We have styles of leadership. In fact, Katta ji spoke about autocratic leadership. And let's all explore leadership and development guidelines. And I have also shared tips on leadership, on how to introspect, self-dig in gold in others. So the rule is praise loudly, blame softly. So that's all about it. Two most important keys of effective leadership, principles of leadership, factors of leadership, attributes, environment, goals, values, concepts, leadership models, fundamental framework, human resource, political, symbolic, and then I also speak about types of leadership, and leadership, which is something which cannot be ignored if you want to improve yourself. Leadership is the most important thing if you want to improve yourself. So it is chapter 5, page 63. So that's what we are going to do. Okay, over to Shuklaji now. Let us all hear him. He is going to speak about his quote and his favorite food. All of you are going to do it. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Vijaya ma'am, giving me opportunity. In my entire life, I used to talk only one word in my life. Okay, look forward and work hard. That's all. That's the principle I was believing, and it has given immense pleasure in my life sharing with you that I have created in my journey of life of working. I was able to create more than 1,000 jobs for the people.
Wow.
So it's one word. So one word was keep on. I'm putting in the head of everyone. This is the only thing you do. Life will be happy. So that's a great pleasure in my life.
Great.
And as a food, I am a very normal eater, very bad eater. I used to love pongal, what you call here. So that is my favorite food all time. I love always to have pongal in my life. So
Very good, sir. Nice to know. We also call it khichdi, no?
Yeah, khichdi. We call khichdi. Yes.
Yeah. So nice, sir. Over to Anita.
Hi, good evening. And my favorite quote is "Live and let live."
Yeah, live and let live. That's also a very powerful quote. Yeah, freedom for all and all for freedom. Yes. And what's your favorite food, ma'am?
My favorite food is, you can please call me Anita.
Okay.
My favorite food is like, I am fond of chapatis with any kind of vegetarian. I love vegetarian food. Though I have non-veg, but vegetarian is my favorite. Any kind of curries or like vegetables is my favorite.
Chapati and curry. Wow. Nice. Healthy. Over to our favorite Saugatoji. He will be also taking, 1 or 2 chapters for you all. He's the 3M man. 3M means multiple disciplinary power he has got. He has got the frequency, he has got the energy, he has got the vibration. So he has been a CEO, his experience is outstanding. So over to you, sir.
Good evening, Vijaya ma'am, and good evening, everyone. My favorite quote is, which I believe is every time is right time to do something right and think something right. So there is nothing called wrong time, right time. The moment you are starting something right, that is the right thing for you. That is the right thing for you. I believe in that. Yeah, and being a Bengali, I love. We call it luchi. You guys call it puri.
Okay.
So anything, whether it is veg or non-veg, with luchi is my favorite. I can hog like crazy. All right. And what was the third one you were asking us to?
Yeah, it's your name, your quote, and your favorite food. So you're done with it, sir. Thank you so much. Yeah, over to Safia.
Hi, Sophia. One of my favorite quote is that life isn't about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself. I like that quote because you live your life finding more skills and things you could improve your life in. And one of my favorite food is maybe biryani.
Are we there? Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Check.
Carry on. We can hear you.
Tapia, we can hear you.
Okay.
I think she froze. Check.
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Check. Okay, I think we lost her. In the meantime, can we talk to Yasir? Is your connection good?
Yeah, my connection is good.
Yes.
You hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm Yasser. Yeah, and quote that I remember, especially from my days in school, is and it's one quote that it's kind of a long quote. Early to bed, early to rise makes a man wealthy and wise. Something that really it rhymes also in a way. I like that quote. And one of my favorite foods I would say is I have two favorite actually pizza in the fast food category and biryani in the non-fast food category. I'd say. Yeah.
Biryani is my favorite as well, Yasir.
Thank you.
And the quote?
Quote. Maybe I was cut off. The quote I would say is early to bed, early to rise, makes a man wealthy and wise.
Okay, what is the one proverb that you like? I mean, one statement which makes you feel powerful.
On honesty, I have two. Honesty is the best policy.
Absolutely, that's my
That comes
favorite
up to
course
my
as well.
mind.
Honesty is the best policy. I keep saying my students, because in abacus, either you can calculate it mentally or you can write. So every day when I get into the class for abacus, I used to write honesty is the best policy. That's a very good quote. Okay. Safia, we lost you in between. We couldn't hear you. So will you continue, Ma? Still, I think there is some challenge with that.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
No
Can you
worries.
hear me now?
Yes. What is that one proverb which you love?
One of the proverbs that I love is that life isn't about creating yourself, it's about making yourself. I love that proverb because throughout life you find new skills and talents to improve yourself, and it's just not at once. It takes time.
Absolutely. This is a very powerful thing because the moment we realize our life is full of continuous improvement, we ensure that we work towards it because we are one step ahead of people who are not even trying. So it is all about sculpting ourselves, and sculpting takes time. It's just not easy. So I am so happy that you love that quote. And what is your favorite food, Safia?
My favorite food is biryani or something like.
That's my favorite as well. Thank you. Thank you. So can we go to Fatima? Fatima, what do you like?
Hi everyone, my name is Fatima. My favorite proverb is never give up, as my mother says is all the time. So that's my favorite now. And my favorite food is fried chicken.
See, this never give up is a part of my life. My Godwin Academy proverb is you can win and never give up. I say, come what may, get up, dress up, show up and never give up. So that is catching to my daughter. And I'm so glad it is catching up because it's all about influencing. Now, Katta ji told, right? Leadership is all about influencing people to be more, do more and give more. So let's give more. Thank you. Thank you so much, Fatima. And over to Abdul Rahim. Rahim, what is your favorite food and what's your favorite food? Loudly.
My favorite food is biryani, like my mom always.
Your mom likes biryani, so you also like biryani because they don't get to eat any other choice. Every other day I'll say, shall we cook biryani? They're like, Ma, biryani is supposed to be a delicacy cooked on Eid and other times. I'm like, every other day, shall we make biryani? That would be my...
It's a collaborative leadership, you know.
Yeah, and then I pull all my extended family members into it. I make biryani, I send it to them, and when they have, I feel very good about it. So thank you. Thanks for liking biryani, Rahim. It makes me, inspired to make more biryani. And what is your favorite quote?
My favorite quote is never give up like Fatima.
Oh my God, why do you copy her so much? Okay, that quote is taken already. You cannot say the same quote. So you have to go for something else. Of course, you like that quote. I'm very happy. But then what else do you like? Any other quote? Other than not the wearing quote. Quote means proverb. Okay, the statement. What is that one powerful statement you like? And I know you like Fatima, but that is already taken and you can't sit in the same chair. Somebody is already sitting. How can you sit on it, man? Come on. Give something else.
Yeah, I'm thinking right now.
Okay. Take your time. Think. Thinking is a very good habit. Do you know? People don't think. That's why they are not able to become good entrepreneurs. Thinking is always good. You have to spend a lot of time thinking. People think
It's be happy. It's be happy.
Be happy. This is a very powerful.
And give a smile to everyone.
Be
and
happy.
Give a smile
and give a smile to everyone. Wow, this is nice. This is universal. It applies to all of us. Thank you. Thanks for choosing that quote. Look, I didn't allow you to compromise with Fatima. That's why you came out with one more good quote. So you love biryani and you are saying be happy and give you a smile to all of you. And you are always smiling. God bless you, boy. Okay. So I'm so glad that, you started thinking about it. Okay, over to Suma. Suma, are you here and are you listening to us? Because we can't see you, we don't know. Oh, wow, she's here.
Yeah.
Good to see her. Hi,
Good
welcome.
evening,
Now
good
I have to
evening,
take a
everyone.
photograph. All of you are there. Just give a smile. I'll take a photograph because now I think it's high time we take photo when all of them are here. Okay, smile. I'm taking a photograph from my mobile so that it looks great. So all of you smile. One. And all of us will keep a hand. So that all of us, yes. God bless. Thank you so much. Okay, over to Suma.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Suma. My favorite quote is, "You are the master of your own destiny."
You are the master of your own destiny. Powerful. Yes.
Yeah. And I'm basically from Karnataka. I like sambar, curries and rice and mudde. These are my favorite things.
Wow, yeah, mudde, millets are supposed to be very good for our health. So I'm so glad you like it. So amazing. Thank you so much, Suma. So like I said, I remind you of your homework again. See, the class will be for sharp 5 to 6 o'clock. So don't worry, your class will always get over on time. Please look into leadership. I'm also sharing my code books, 1008 codes I have written. I mean, I've compiled from everywhere and I've made it into a book. So my request, humble request to you is, you have to do 20 minutes of writing, 20 minutes of reading, and 4 hours of deep work. That is what will change your life. That is what has changed my life. I write for 20 minutes. I have loads and loads of diaries where I've written and written and written, and I read a lot of books. So I will give you summaries to read. I'll give you good summaries to read. I'll make points and I'll send you, you have to read for 10 days, 10 different books. I'll give you summaries. And you have to write quotes. 1008 quotes are there. At least for 20 minutes, you have to write quotes. I'm also sharing that book with you. Please, that would be your homework. Because sometimes when we have no answers, it is the quotes which give us answers. Like Rahim was saying, be happy and give your smile to everybody. 8-year-old child is saying, give your smile to everybody. It's a big thing because You have to keep smiling and spreading smiles. That's the main thing about life. So live and let live is so powerful. So because it is all about freedom. We should never give up, because we have to take failure also into the consideration. So many things have been shared with us, and we feel so powerfully inclined with that. So what I would love to request you is, I will share this 1008 quotes book in the WhatsApp group. Please write, you keep a timer for 20 minutes and write as many quotes you can. You don't have to write from first to last. You can flip the pages and write from anywhere. So this is one request from me, because writing is hand, heart and head coordination. The more you write, the more you manifest. The more you write, the more your brain takes it. I'm a brain guru, basically. Basically, my job is to train on brain. I'm a brain guru, and I believe in graphical visualization, guided imagery, psycho-cybernetics, multiple intelligence, and all that. So I say, if you are keeping your brain young, you're young always. So it is never about the age. It is about the feel. So it is all about your feelings. It's all about your actions. It is all about your thoughts. So you are what your thoughts are made up of. So let you start writing. Let you start reading. I'll give you the summaries. You can read the summaries so that it's easy for you, reading, writing, and 4 hours of deep work. First, find out what is that entices you. What's your goal? You should have a short-term, mid-term, and long-term goal, and you have to work towards that. 30 days, 60 days, 90 days plan we have to do. See, Saugataji, Shuklaji, and myself sat for this class. We planned. We meticulously planned what should be the thing, how we are going to execute, what time, what duration, who are we going to call for invocation, where we are going to do the, convocation and all that. So there is a lot of planning. Plan is nothing. Planning is everything. So plan your 10 days, and I'll be requesting you to do certain things. If you follow this for life, whether I'm there in your life or not, it will impact you so much. So I am requesting you to write for 20 minutes, read for 20 minutes, 20 minutes of meditation or yoga or stretching or whatever you want to do. Give 1 hour for yourself out of 24 hours. See the difference. It will make a powerful difference in your life. So that is one request from me. And what I want you to do is, your Sunday, like I told you, you will be saying your happy moments. You will be talking about the story. You will be writing about the quote you can write on your own. One more thing, what I want you to do is ensure you sleep well. Sleeping is so very important. Okay? So please sleep. Why do we all sleep? Why do we sleep? Why do we sleep? We sleep every day, no? Whether you like it or not, you feel sleepy after 12 hours of time. Out of 24 hours, we have to give 8 hours for sleep, 8 hours for our work, and 8 hours for our transformational improvement. Because we have to find out who we are. Like Safia said, we have to, look into what we want to become. What is the purpose of our life? Isn't it? So why do we sleep?
To rejuvenate ourselves.
Okay, sir is saying to rejuvenate yourself. Absolutely, that is the reality. We have to rejuvenate yourself. There is something else also. I've written in my book, Will. I always think God is giving us a rehearsal for death, because one day we have to sleep completely, right? You have to leave this planet and go. The moment we are born, we are walking towards our grave. Nobody knows when we are going to die. All of us know our date of birth. Nobody knows the date of death. Okay, so God is giving rehearsal every day. Please remember, this is a temporary life. You're sleeping. One day you will be gone forever. So he's giving rehearsal after rehearsal. This is temporary life, but we are wanting to do all permanent. I have a own house. That house belongs to me. It never belongs to you. Somebody else it belonged in the past. Somebody else it will belong in the future. So you live in the moment. Yesterday is a spilled milk. Forget about it. Tomorrow is the anxiety. Don't think about it. In this moment, today, what is that we can do best? Give your 100% to whatever you're doing and live life moment by moment by moment. We have last 3 minutes. So what I want to do is, I want you to Take this 10 days seriously of what I'm saying, because I'm saying through experience. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. I have seen it, I have been it, and I have done it. And that is why I'm propagating and letting you people know that this is important. Okay. So are you all clear with your homework? See, when we have come here, when we want to do some purpose, let us do it with 100% of us. How many of you want to give 100% of you for this class? Lovely. Okay. So let us give 100%. Buy a book or a notebook, or take something and start writing code. Asli writes. Asli is here. I think she's raising her hand. I think. Asli, are you here? Yeah.
Yes, I wanted to say I'm 100% in.
Okay. So she is 100% in, and she follows the thing of writing one quote every day. She writes quotes every day in her book. And she says it has impacted her positively. So that is amazing. So I will send the quote book in this one. I will send your assignment again. Let us all meet Sunday, 5 o'clock. And, be happy. Allow people to, be vulnerable. It's okay. This is temporary life. Don't take any permanent decisions. Enjoy this 10 hours. We were saying 10 hours, 1 hour is already over. We only have 9 hours. So this is a certification program. You all will be provided with certificates. It will be on July 15th at Parag Hotel. Please let me know who all are coming in person and collecting your certificates. I'll be very happy if you all come in person, because I love meeting people and I love adding value. So we are in the last minute of our class today, which was 5 to 6. And I want to again remind you that you have to go through leadership, because personality development and soft skills, everything depends on your leadership abilities. Okay. Be an assertive leader, because there are 3 types of leader: a passive leader, an autocratic leader, and an assertive leader. An assertive leader will say yes for yes and no for no. He will be very firm and fit. So let us work on our experiences, our fitness, our stress, sorting our stress, and more importantly, our food. All this matters, because matter matters. I love you all. I want to end my class by saying my high-five statement. Sorry, please forgive me. I love you. Thank you, and God bless you. So this is the powerful statement, Ho'oponopono prayer worldwide, because if you have this 5 statement with you, you are the winner. Thank you so much. We are done for the day.